So what happens whenever you take 2 months off on YouTube and projects and you just don't really feel like doing anything? Get shoved off in a corner and forgotten about. Well, let's change that. So last video, I pointed out that the exhaust was loose. I needed a exhaust manifold. Nope, I had the exhaust manifold was loose, and then I needed a valve cover gasket replaced, and the tires were just literally shot. Remember, I'm gonna try to drive this thing home, and I don't think that's gonna be no swale. So I got some wheels and tires from a friend of mine, and this is them. They're just 14-inch, but they have pretty decent tread. They probably got some flat spots. That thing just looks like it's been sitting flat for a while, but hey, they're gonna get me home. Had to order some lug nuts. Oh, that was a fail there. Anyway, ordered some lug nuts. Haven't taken them out of the box to see if they'll work. This should be what I'm looking for. There you go. Washers, lugs, what I needed. Anyway, so this is I wish this would fit, but it's just on there for looks. It's clickbait. Yeah, got some shirts here hanging up. Got some cups. Get all this out of the way. Get everything tightened up on the exhaust. I got a valve cover gasket sitting right there. We can throw that on. I'm sure the battery, I've left it hooked up the whole time. I bet it's dead. The weather here's been crazy. Yeah, I don't have nothing, it's dead. So I have to charge the battery up. Look, it's been a shelf for other projects and things I need or had to get done. Get these clothes out of the way. Take my shop back from my wife. So anyway, this is what, I believe it was before Christmas since I made my last video, and I just haven't felt like it. Just haven't been in the mood. The weather has been horrible here. It's either been raining, it's been freezing, or it's been just plumb outrageously hot. So it takes effect on me, and have a hard time getting past all that, and plus trying to work too, a regular job. It's more than I want to deal with sometimes. So anyway, I want to fight through it and get this car on the road. So I have the shop set up, or not set up, cleaned up. It's cleaned up, looking a little better. I can work around the car now. So let's get under it and see what we got. I see a hell of a leak. Alright, so there it is. It's real loose right there. I'm probably getting into a rat's nest because this side over here has got a double nut on it. So I don't know what I'm getting into here. Let me get tightened up, see what we can do. I can't hold it and show you what I'm doing. Let's see. I tried to. So I grabbed a 1/2 inch 9/16 and a 5/8. I think that one we're looking at right there is probably gonna be a 9/16 or 5/8. That's gonna be a 9/16. I should use a swivel, but I'm doing this one-handed. Trying to show y'all what I'm doing. Oh yeah, this is not gonna be fun. Let me put the phone down. I'm trying to use my phone to record and Show you what I'm doing, but this is not gonna work here. I'll be right back. So I have the exhaust tightened up, and I have these. Let's see. I have these lug nuts. They have washers, and then they have the lugs. And then you got to be sure that when you do it, they're a little dished out, and they'll even say if you ever have to deal with the wheels with the slots, a slot bolt pattern. It just says right here, it says wheel side. You just gotta make sure you put the wheel side to the wheel. I've already got 5 of them made up here. So, let's see. I told the guy I traded these wheels for, he told me to make sure that they work on here because it may hit my caliper. I told him that I think it's gonna be all right, but I actually just put it up here and spun it and looked, and it may be a little bit too tight. It'd be a little tight. So when I put these on, you see they're universal. So I've got a 63 Impala, and I have a 55 Ford four-door car, and I wanted these wheels because I can use these wheels for my Impala and the 55 Ford, and I'm just using them for this car because I don't know if this thing shifts, I don't know if it smokes, or I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna put a few miles on this motor, and if it works out and the transmission works out, then I can go from there, or I can take it to my house and park it until I get ready to do something else with it. These things are a pain in the butt. Get them started. And once you get them centered up, you can start putting them on. Like I said, you just got to make sure that you get the wheel side to the wheel. I don't know any other way to do these. Let's see if I've got the right. Nope. So I'm trying to record a little different. I'm trying to show you guys what I'm doing as I go along. Show it to you. I probably won't show you doing all 4 wheels, but I just want to show you guys how that washer works. Don't think I won't use that impact of that chrome socket, because I will. 14s are gonna look funny on here. I know they're gonna look funny, but like I said, this is more just to see how it's gonna work mechanically. And then we can go from there on what we're gonna do. It's close, I think that's just the brakes. Nothing's rubbing, the wheel's not rubbing, so we should be okay. Should be is a big powerful word, right? So yeah, I think this just build up on the rotor, the brake pads, because they don't feel like the wheels are dragging anymore. That was our biggest concern. Yeah, it's not dragging. So we have a win on. So far, we're winning. Got the The exhaust is tightened up. That tightened okay. Got wheels on. 14s fit around the caliper. Just keep pushing forward. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and put these wheels on, and then we'll show you the car whenever it's back on the ground with the wheels on. Oh, I knocked over my tripod, but honestly, I hate those wheels so bad. I don't even want to put the back ones on. I knew they were gonna be small, and I knew they were gonna be, you know, short, but I didn't think it was gonna look that bad. But these got a little bit of meat on the back of them, and they're a little bit wider, so maybe I can make them, maybe it'll tie it in, make it look a little better. But yeah, definitely gonna put the snowflakes back on it. But moving forward. Okay, so it's time for the valve cover gasket. I had to take my light that I was using, and I had to use it for something else. So. Anyway, and I lost my hanger here. I got blinded me. Alright, let's go down. So when I was underneath the car, it's got more leaks than just this thing, just the valve cover gasket. It's got a leak between the motor and the transmission, which is probably gonna be a main seal. It's got a pretty good leak on the power steering pump. And then, looks like a brake line's leaking. Who needs brake lines, right? If we're just in go position, we really don't need brakes. So I don't know how much more mechanical work I'm gonna be doing on this channel. I'm not real big on mechanical work, hence taking 2 months today to do 20 minutes worth of work. But I do like paint body work, and I like the rust repair, and I like this, getting them running. This is all right, getting them running, but I'm not one for trying to take it out and make more horsepower and see how fast I can go. If it runs and drives and it don't leak oil, and I can get in it and drive it pretty far, that's my kind of vehicle. Like, I know we're talking about Trans Am, but this thing's probably dead weight going down the road. It's another reason why I don't record while I'm working, because you never know when you're going to have to, when I need something and I don't have it. And I'm not good at talking while I'm working. The only guy that can talk to the camera while he's working is Pole Barn Garage, yeah. He's pretty good at rambling while he's working and entertaining everybody. This is probably the first time this valve cover's coming off. I'm gonna get a screwdriver and pop it. I used to have a remote to my phone, and I could hit it and it could stop it whenever I needed to, like when I need to walk away from the camera. But just like my luck, it quit working. Like everything, nothing works without fighting it. Thing like that. Against
my mechanical work. It'll do good. Aggravated it real easy. See, why didn't you just come off easy like that to begin with? Yeah, I guess it was leaking right here. So we'll get that off. There's 1, 2. I guess there's just 3 of those. So we're gonna get this off. Oh man, this motor looks horrible. Oh crap. Talk about never doing an oil change. Let me get you guys off of here and show you. Alright, so this is bad. You can see the flakes in it. I just put a coffin, not a coffin, I just put the nail in the coffin to this motor. Because I mean, we're looking at a 305. It's already smoking a little bit when it's idling. I'm not really interested in this car right now. It's a cool car, I don't want to get rid of it. And I have different plans for it than a 305. That's kind of the reason why I didn't buy tires for the wheels. And I just wanted to kind of see what I was dealing with, and this is it. It was a very neglected motor. That's what happens when you don't change your oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the valve cover gasket cleaned off this thing and get the valve cover back on it. I have to tighten this belt, which y'all seen me put it on, I believe. So I got to tighten it up, and then the battery's still charging, but here it is with the wheels on it. It don't look too bad. The backs don't look too bad. At least they match now. It looks better now that the wheels match. The only thing this car needs a mullet and a dime bag, and we're rolling back in the 80s again. But like I said, it's not the end of this car. I just want to get it out of the shop and get it to my house and pull my, I have a 69 C10 I really want to do something with, finish. I started putting it together before we moved out of our old house, and it's set. I pulled it in where it was at, where I moved it from my old house to where we're at now, and it hasn't moved in a year. And it's just like this thing. It's just a good weekend, and I'm driving that truck. So that's kind of where I want to do. That's where I want to focus at right now. So I'm gonna finish this up, put the valve cover gasket on it. And, I still plan on driving it home, so we'll do that. We'll do a video of it going home, and then we'll pick up the 69 and bring it back up here and work on it. So got it out, it's running, it's smoking pretty bad. So with me knowing what the motor looks like on the inside, it's all charred up, crusty. It being a 305, I don't think I'm gonna drive it home. I would drive it home, but I've got another problem that just come up. Focus just for a second, but anyway. The bottom part of my radiator is leaking. I need to order some parts for it. Get some parts ordered for it. Maybe figure out what I'm gonna do for a motor. And I guess that's gonna be it for this video. The wheels look pretty cool on it. Just needs some taller tires. But I do like the slot. The more I let it idle, the worse it gets on the smoking. So anyway, I don't believe we're gonna do a drive at home video on this one just because the radiator's leaking. But I will get a radiator on it, and we'll get it back out later into the summer probably. I've got other things I want to work on right now. All right, guys, thanks for watching.